Well, it's hard to believe. I put a video up there a few days ago, and man, they couldn't wait to attack it. You know, at least I'm courteous. I very seldom go on somebody's channel and attack them. If I have something to say, I go ahead and do it here. I'm not going to ruin their videos for them on, of course, they would immediately block me anyway. It wouldn't matter. But, they're the most disrespectful people out there. I can't believe some of the things they say and do. As far as helping, trying to help Lisa out, raise some funds, you really think that I'm going to stop because somebody don't like Lisa or the fact that we're friends? I spent a vacation down there in the spring and had a good time. They treated me great. They weren't the only ones. There's other people from the YouTube that I met down there while I was there, and they rolled out the red carpet for me. And I went out there to get swamped out there where Robbie has a sanctuary and had a great time. So all you do-gooders or what you think you are, I don't know how you can say you're doing good when all you do is tear everybody up. When are you going to take your channel and say something positive on it? Is it the fact that you can't make a living by being positive? I, I suspect that's what it is. And that'd be, man, I can't imagine going through life being that way. But if you have a good time being hateful, there's nothing I can do for you. And it's no wonder you don't like me. All I can do is laugh at you because, people, when they get to the point where they can't see the good side of living, there's not much left for them. And I feel sorry for anybody that has to be around them because they end up having to be on the wrong end of the stick too when they're around those people. Can you imagine how boring it gets? That's pretty bad. I don't have a whole lot more to say about it. It's just one of those things. Hateful people are just that. And of course, they love to take whatever they can get out there. What gets me too, they have to copy everybody else out there. Now, they copied my entire show and put it on there as if that was the great thing in the world. I don't have a whole lot of experience on this kind of stuff, people. All I did is put a few things up there I have fun doing. And other than a couple years ago, before that, all I did was a little bit of singing. And I did come up with some things about over-the-air antennas and how to save money on getting away from some of these paid programs and how much I'd saved over a 2-year period there, enough to buy a nice TV. And we remodeled our TV room here. So, that was positive stuff. Getting mixed up with this bunch out there that seems to have problems with their neighbors and sometimes with their partners, partners that they had in professional business, and they go after each other's throat. Unbelievable, unbelievable. But then, you know, I can't live their life for them. And even though I have a lot more experience at getting along with people, it seems that there's some people you can't get along with. And I seem to have met my match out there with some of these. There's a one running around there, it's running around with a big B. Man, there's no telling what she is. Man, I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. But that's about all I've got to say today. Let them cook in their own stew. I don't want any part of them. I know there was a lot of them, but not a lot of them, but there was one in particular that liked to use a four-letter F word when referring to me. I don't know if she realizes, but I don't know of anybody that would touch her with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, I know. That's not nice to say, but they're not nice to me, and they're not trying to be. So there you go. You get what you reap. That's all I got. But listen, for all those that faithfully follow my channel, I'm glad. I'm glad you do, and just keep try to keep it happy if you can. You don't have to gripe at somebody, or this world has got a lot of good things going. The the worst thing that happened to me last year, and I'm still trying to cope with it, and looking forward to the day that the Lord calls me home. Uh, I'm not going to hurry it up, but I'm certainly, when the day comes, I'm going to be happy to go. And some of these people on here that have been ranting and raving, I don't know if they're going to get a chance. All I can do is pray for those poor souls. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, but anyway, I'll pray for all those friends I've got too. You got to put up with some of the crap that I've got to put up with out there. These people don't make a lot of sense, and it seems like they want to give me a lot of advice. They hear somebody on there that puts a video up and they believe it. They don't go out and check it. And these people that throw rocks at me all the time, verbal rocks, they've never met me, never seen me, and yet they seem to know so much about me. They know more than I do. How's that possible? And they try to contact my kids. I don't have a job. My job is just me. I finished up work 17 years ago, and I don't plan to go back to work anytime soon. It's hard enough for me to get out there and do the things I've got to do around here. My partner was called home, and the good Lord's the one that called her. And she was my partner for over 62 years. Uh, we had a lot of good times, got through them, just couldn't get through the last one this last year. It was about a year ago when the shit hit the fan. And I held her hand for a couple of months through some tough times. And I really had looked forward to more time with her. It just didn't happen. And there's nobody in my future that I can look out there at. When you get to my age, you're set in your ways, and people that I would meet out there that are my age are set in their ways. We could be friends, but we could never. It would be hard to live with somebody, full time, or even part time. My neighbors around here have been real good. The one north of me has invited me to their lake house. I've spent some time up there, or down there rather. I've got another one here, that's brought me over a lot of meals. Uh, they come in my living room and they'll talk with me for pretty much at length here at the house. And I've got a daughter that visits on a regular basis, and a son-in-law that has been over here a few times. And it's not that I'm by myself. I'm not. If I said I wasn't lonely, I'd be lying, because as long as I don't have my wife with me, I'll be lonely. Because when you're married and you have somebody with you, a partner that you love so much that you do anything for them, when they pass, it takes a piece of you with it. It's something that can't be replaced, and there is no word for it that I'm aware of. It's a different feeling than just loneliness. I know when my mother passed away, my dad got married within a year, and I think it was a lot of back and forth. I think he had a tough time in the first few years trying to get used to somebody else, but such as it is. There's a lot of times I felt bad for him, but she stuck with him till the very last minute, to his last breath. So that says something for her, and you can't ask for any more than that. I imagine he's up there looking down on the rest of us saying, hurry up and get here. You'd be surprised how good it is. But I don't know what else to talk about today. Today's Sunday. I'm not in a bad mood or anything like that. I didn't appreciate somebody coming into my channel and they throw it on their channel, make a whole bunch of money, and bitch about it. Why in the heck do they want to do something like that? That's stupid. God, where do you come up with that stuff, dummies? There's, there's bad. They can't come up with the original stuff. They they like to rag on me, thinking that I'm simple-minded in some way, that I've got some problems, and they can't come up with an original program. The heck are they trying to kid? I tell you, I'm glad they're not around here as neighbors. They wouldn't last long in this town anyway. Most of those. You can't be of that mindset and live in a happy town. You just can't. Uh, and I know that that poor little town, Outer Creek out there, I feel sorry for them. They had somebody come to town and retree them, and it'll never be the same. It just won't. And I don't know what a person can do. Uh, even after the trouble leaves, it won't be the same. Too many. There'll be too many bad memories there. People that live there generation after generation after generation, and then some big fish comes in and splashes the water out of the pond, wants to start all over again. It really messes things up. It just does. The old days was a lot different. In the old days, if somebody had a problem with you, they came to you. They didn't go after your family or your kids or anything like that. Uh, the only thing I can think of is that some of these generations were brought up a lot different. There's a lack of morals in a lot of these people. The things they say, the words they use. I don't know how many of them even got through school, if they did. Maybe they're BSing somebody. They claim other people are doing the things that they do. They claim everybody else is doing it. They can't listen to themselves. They can't look at themselves in the mirror. Uh, there's one out there, but I'm not going to rag on her too much, but she seems to have a problem with me because I don't like her. I got news for you, Missy. You're not liked by a lot of people. And why do you think people walk away from you? Oh, Lord. You can tell the people that were unpopular when they were in school because they have a chip on their shoulder. And it has nothing to do with a flaw in their anatomy or their looks. It has to do with them. It has to do with something up here. It has something to do with their soul. Uh, I got involved in school with different activities. I had a good time. Uh, and I loved the teen hops we had back then and all the musicians that were running around the country. And back then, they'd come out on the stage and talk to you and sign autographs and give you sample records to you. That was when the 45s were really out there. I had a collection of 45s and I didn't have a record player for quite a few years. My dad finally gave me a record player on my 14th birthday. So I was able to play records I'd had for a couple of years finally. It played 45s, 78s, and I think it was 16s. It, it was quite a record player, a Magnavox, I believe, a small one, but quite a player. Well, that's all I got today. So if you don't like it, tough. I do hope you enjoy them once in a while. Like I say, I'm not in a bad mood or anything like that. I'm not happy with those yo-yos that grabbed my program and put the whole thing out there. What the heck? They, I originality? You kidding me? You guys would have to listen to it second or third handed out there on another channel while they critique it. Wouldn't you rather hear the real deal and just come to my channel and listen to it a little bit? Yeah. And you don't have to get on there and be mouthy about it. I do allow opposing views if it makes sense. But if it's been proven otherwise and you come on and still give an opposing view, I don't particularly care for that. It shows a lack of uh, just upbringing in yourself. Uh, the only thing I can think of is there's been a lot of people out there that they not only do they lack morals, they probably never had a chance to learn them. Maybe it was the way they were brought up. Who knows? I guess I was lucky. I had grandparents that spoiled my brothers and me, taught us how to behave on the right side. Uh, you know, we were raised in a household. There was absolutely no swearing. The only one that I know that ever swore at all. This is I went into the military, and you hear a lot of swearing in the military. I come back from basic training. I'd only been gone 2 months, a little over 2 months, and I'm sitting there at the table, and I said a four-letter word by accident. I was used to hearing it over and over and over. Okay. My face turned bright red, I'm sure. It felt hot. And you could hear a pin drop in there. Now, my two brothers, myself, my mother, my dad, and my grandmother were all sitting at that table when I come out with this. And I never heard that word said in our house until I said it. And I never said it again, I don't think, in the house. If I did, I didn't hear it. I did it completely by accident. That was accident when I did it that time, and I was embarrassed. Well, that's my story this week, and I'm sticking to it. Have a great day out there. Don't even listen to these other people. If you run across this on their channel for some reason, take it with a grain of salt. You're better off to just walk away from it. They're going to critique it to the point they're going to take it way out of context. They're not smart enough to just listen and try to make something good out of it. They're busy tearing it up. Who could figure there's so many dumb people out there? Anyway, that's it for me. Have a great day.